Right, so this question here, now this question is different to the previous two because this has two decimal places, but it's not a problem, right? Because they say the solution lies between 1.8 and 1.9. So remember you start in the middle, okay? In the middle of them will be 1.85, okay? Okay, that's where you start, 1.85. This question is a bit more accurate, that's all, because they wanted the two decimal places. So here they say, look, there's the solution there, one decimal place, perhaps 1.8 is too small, 1.9 is too big, maybe. So then you go in the middle, right? So we go in the middle to start with. So I'm going to calculate, I'm going to put in 1.85 cubed minus 4 times 1.85 plus 1. I'm going to work that out, okay? And I get a negative answer, right? 0.068375. Write it all down, and then you can say, look, this is too small. Okay, because we want it to be 0, and it comes out too small. So if this produces too small an answer, we need to increase it. 1.86, right? So let's go back in here and change this. If I do that, again it comes out, well, this is interesting, isn't it? It comes out as this, okay? Now, don't worry about this, right? It's come out in standard form, okay? If this happens, don't worry, just notice in front here, there's a minus. That means it's negative, isn't it? So it's too small. So basically, write this down, what you see, okay? Leave it in standard form, it's okay, right? And just say, look, it's negative because there's a minus in front. Don't worry about that minus there because that's the power, remember. It's just showing it's a really small number. But minus in front there is saying, look, it's too small. Okay, so then go back then. We'll try 1.87. And you get, this time, I mean, these are really small numbers, but this time, look, you'll see it's positive, isn't it? The system is too big. So 1.86 is too small, 1.87 is too big. So the two decimal places is going to be one of these, isn't it? It's going to be one of them. Right? So we either round up or we round down. It's going to be 1.6 or 1.7. So with regard to that then, you check 1.86, you check 1.87, okay? And 1.86 was too small, wasn't it? So TS, 1.87 is too big. TB, and then you go in the middle, and you check that one. Now in the middle of those two, you might not sure what to be, but what it's going to be, but I've got your 1.86, so I just plonk a 5 on the end of it, right? If you're not sure what goes in the middle, what you can do, right, special trick you can use is just add the end values together, right, 1.86 plus 1.87, and divide then the answer by 2, right? It's like working out an average of them. You get that, right? So it gives it to you. So all I need to do now is work out what this is in my formula, okay, to see if it's too big or too small. So if I press the button here, I'll get back to the equation, that's right, and then type in then, delete them, type this in, and I get, look, I get 0.02688965. Too big, isn't it? Too big, because it's got to be above 0, isn't it? It's got to be 0, and this is above 0, so that's too big. So basically, 1.865 is too big, which means it needs to be less than 1.865, because that's too big. It needs to be less than it. So if it's less than it, it's this side of the line, which means it's somewhere along here, right? If it's somewhere along here, it'll round to 1.86. So you say, so x equals 1.86. It's important you make the statement at the end, right? Just say which one it is, otherwise you won't get that final mark. And you say it into two decimal places. That's what it's correct to.